Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kayla and I maintain a backyard garden at my home in North Texas. As usual, there's a lot to get done today, starting with adding another 2 levels to my tomato trellis. These are going fast with all the rain that we've been getting, so it's been hard to keep up. Not all the tomatoes are this tall at this point, but that's totally fine. What I do is just leave a little extra slack in the string, and then once they're tall enough, I can make sure to stick them inside the trellis. I also decided that I wanted to lean the second row of tomatoes more towards the back of the garden, so I took some extra string and tied the 2 middle stakes to the arch trellis to pull them back a bit, and that seemed to work well. All of this dill is massive, but I'm still waiting on caterpillars. Next on the list was to clean up the cucumbers. I started by tying up the plant that was leaning away from the trellis so that it will start to attach to the trellis itself. Next, I needed to cut off all of the suckers. Suckers are new growth points that branch off of the main stem between a leaf and a tendril. They're not necessarily bad, but too much growth prevents air circulation and can lead to problems with powdery mildew. Additionally, I'd rather these plants put energy into growing the main stem at this point in the season. Once they get midway up the trellis, I'll probably leave a few to branch off. Then I went around the garden and added some more supports, starting with these tomatoes. Because I'm growing these tomatoes using a stake rather than the string system in the other bed, I want to single stem them so that they don't get too crazy. That just means I need to cut off all of the secondary growth points so that the tomato only grows the main stem. I also added some supports to the tomatillos in this bed. This was not the year for soft-neck garlic. The ones that did survive the freezes we had are very small, but still usable. I just wouldn't be able to cure these. The hard-neck garlic is still looking good. I've been dealing with a lot of weeds in the gravel between my raised beds lately, so I'm trying out this natural weed killer recipe I got from Becky at Acre Homestead. I'll link her video below. This is just 1 gallon of white vinegar, 1 cup of salt, and about 1/4 cup of dish soap mixed up in this sprayer. I'm going to test this out on the gravel around the shed first just to see how it works before I spray anything in the garden. It's time to harvest all of the yellow onions. These are the ones I started by seed back in the fall. The specific variety is Madeline onions. These were transplanted in late January and they are finally ready. I know they're ready to harvest when the neck is soft and the greens have fallen over. I'm really happy with how these turned out, especially since it's the first time I've grown them from seed, so I'll definitely be doing this again in the fall. The red onions, which are the Desert Sunrise variety, are still upright and growing, so those will stay in a bit longer. In this empty spot, I'm going to plant another hot banana pepper because I want more to try to pickle this year. And that is everything I got done in the garden today. It's definitely starting to get hot. I think we actually got into the 90s today, so pretty soon I'm going to need to put up shade cloth. I'll keep y'all updated on how that weed killer works out. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.